user-friendly system, schools and districts have been assigned a color based on their performance for the year. Color categories include red, orange, yellow, green, and blue to correspond with performance ratings ranging from very low to very high, respectively. Madison County elementary schools received a yellow rating, while Madison County middle and high schools both received green ratings. All Madison County schools scored above the state average. Superintendent David Gillum said he is encouraged by the data and hopes for continuous progress as Madison County schools move forward. Due to the new rating system, previous year's scores are incomparable to this year's, and the new system will serve as a baseline for the years that follow. For more information, please visit the Kentucky Department of Education website. That's education.ky.gov. Well, this morning at the Madison County Courthouse, County Judge Reagan Taylor joined members of the Madison County Sheriff's Department, Kentucky State Police Post 7, and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet to unveil a new multi-agency 12-month initiative being dubbed High Five.
This morning at the Madison County Courthouse, County Judge Reagan Taylor joined members of the Madison County Sheriff's Department, Kentucky State Police Post 7, and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. The press conference had a goal to roll out information on a new multi-agency 12-month initiative being dubbed High Five.
Well, this program is put together by the state for certain criteria that's been chosen, and Madison County is one of them due to traffic accidents, injury accidents, seatbelt usage, things of that kind. Of course, Madison County, with the population that we have 443 square miles, 1,169 highway miles. We have 25 miles north and south of Interstate I-75. We have a lot of people in Madison County, traveling through Madison County, living in Madison County, using our roadways. So our stats are going to be high because of the traffic flow, everything that takes place. And we're considered as a rural, urban, as well as a suburban type living in the Madison County. So you take all these and our traffic situation, our numbers are going to increase due to some smaller counties that don't have the traffic that we have or the population that we have. And the goal of this program is to make things safer, not so much in writing tickets, but having the areas that have been involved with traffic accidents, those type things, fatalities, injury accidents, is to improve the use of the seatbelt. More patrols out where people can notice what's taking place and be more interactive in their driving and make their driving habits better.
The program aims at identifying Kentucky counties that have higher than normal accidents rates. Madison County is one of the 5 initial counties to be focused on because of its higher than normal accident and fatality rates. The program focuses on 3 tenets over the next year in Madison County: education, engineering, and enforcement. The program aims to drive home the point that your chance of surviving a traffic crash is 45% higher when you wear your seatbelt. Although statistics say Kentucky's statewide seatbelt usage is around 90%, that still leaves over 100,000 Kentucky drivers along with 20,000 passengers unbelted on Kentucky's roadways every day.
Okay, so it's a 12-month initiative. It's going to be across 5 counties. So it's going to be Knott, Perry, Bourbon, Grayson, and Madison. And our efforts are to help educate the citizens of those counties in the use of seatbelts and how we can decrease the fatals, the fatalities that we have on the roadways and the vehicle collisions. Just make everybody safer so they can return home safely to their families.
Part of the High Five initiative is also to identify problematic areas in the county prone to accidents and even fatalities. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet will be focusing on such areas with high crash histories and identify solutions like increased road signage, caution lights, or other identifiers that will help drivers identify the problem areas better.
I just ask that we do all we can to encourage seatbelt usage, improve our roadways, and make Kentucky a safer place to drive and ride through this initiative.
The High Five initiative is a 1-year program funded by grants that will also help pay law enforcement with overtime and additional patrols to help in for safety in such areas. Madison County joins Perry, not Bourbon and Grayson as the initial high 5 accident rate counties for the pilot program. For more stories like these, stay tuned to WBON TV Channel 9. I'm Austin Hanks.
Looks like a great initiative there. Well, a lot can happen in a year, and that certainly holds true here at WBON TV. 1 year ago today, we all sat down and debuted our first Live at 5 daily newscast, the start of the new chapter for WBON and our relationship with our community. Prior to the first Live at 5 daily newscast, we provided news to you at 3 p.m., bringing a news briefing which began during the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. On the first Live at 5 newscast, our stories included updates on the proposed expansion of the Madison County Detention Center, a fundraising event held by the Lady Veterans Connect, and the passing of a former Clark County judge executive. We at WBON TV celebrate this important milestone in Richmond's history as its first and only TV station. We aim to continue our news coverage, providing important up-to-the-date news that impacts you and the community. And congratulations to all the guys and girls that work right here at WBON. They all work so hard getting this newscast out daily. Thanks to all of them. Well, a car crash Tuesday evening has left a Lexington police officer injured. Investigators say the officer was sitting at a red light on Athens-Boonesboro Road when the patrol car was hit. The driver of the other vehicle and the police officer were transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. Well, this past Monday, a man was sentenced to 100 years in federal prison. 51-year-old Ronald Steinspring of Elliot County was sentenced after pleading guilty to 3 counts of using a minor to engage in sexually explicit conduct, 1 count of obstruction of justice, and 1 count of possession of material containing sexually explicit images of minors. Steinspring was arrested back in 2019 when one of the 3 young female victims he was holding prisoner escaped and managed to get in contact with authorities. The victim described that time during her imprisonment. She was subject to multiple forms of sexual and physical abuse. Police conducted a raid on the Steinspring ramshackled cabin where they found and rescued 2 other young girls who were both subject to similar abuse of the first victim. Alongside the recovered victims, police also found birth control pills, fetal Dopplers, and pregnancy test. Recovered on Steinspring's phone was multiple sexually explicit images of minors, including those of the victim he had captive. After being arrested, Steinspring attempted to coerce one of the victims into taking a blame for the entire situation via a coded letter. Police discovered this, which resulted in a charge of obstruction of justice. Steinspring's wife, Ty Steinspring, also charged with complicity in the case in the Elliot County Circuit Court. According to reports, she would allegedly visit the cabin once a week, leaving the victims behind and not contacting authorities. Ronald Steinspring was sentenced to 100 years in prison and must serve at least 85 years of that sentence. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Like I've mentioned, today is National Kentucky Day. We're going to find out more about that right after the weather coming up next.
Hello, my name is John Tudor. For the past 8 years, I've had the privilege of serving as your 3rd District Magistrate. We have blacktopped more than 35 roadways in our district and made numerous bridge improvements. I have also worked to bring over 300 new good-paying jobs to the 3rd District. I am currently working to bring broadband internet to all areas of the county. This is not a political office. It is an office for all the people of this district. So November 8th, I ask for your vote and support to keep John Tudor Magistrate. This is John Tudor, and I approve this message.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Row Tribe.
If you've dreamed of a job where you can help keep your family and community safe while planning for the future, then you need to check out the Fayette County Detention Center.
We're starting out $20 an hour. We have 8 paid holidays, 120 hours of sick time and vacation time a year. When you work a holiday, you actually make double pay. Our retirement is at 25 years. If you start out at 21, you'll be fully retired at 46, 25, fully retired at 50. Fayette County Detention Center is an amazing place to work.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Nestle County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 Northwest Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
The Madison County Jail is a large responsibility. We all know the jail needs some serious changes, and we need former jailer Doug Thomas, with 27 years total experience, to turn things around. Doug served 8 years as your Madison County jailer.
This is Doug Thomas, reminding you that you do have a choice. This November, I'm asking you to place your trust in me again to run our jail system in a fair and judicious manner. Please consider me Doug Thomas on Election Day.
Experienced, proven, trusted, and respected at the jail, inside and out. This message paid for by the candidate.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. I hear that it is going to get downright frigid tonight. It was nicer today, but we've got meteorologist Todd Nelson in the Weather Center to give us all the details.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. As you can see here, we have some pretty widespread freeze concerns overnight tonight and actually sticking with us through about mid-morning tomorrow. Temperatures will be dropping down into the 20s, so likely that many crops and sensitive plants and vegetation will be killed here tonight with that freeze if they are not protected. But we are going to see below average temperatures again tomorrow, and then 70s return for this upcoming weekend. So here's a look at our webcam from north of town at I-75. We have some sunshine out there, and of course with this very cool air mass in place and low dew points, that'll set the stage for a cold night tonight. A little batch of clouds working off to the north and east, and again tonight we are going to stay clear, maybe a few high wispy clouds drifting in from the west early tomorrow morning, but it does appear that we'll stay dry for the next several days. Here's our evening planner. Chilly at 6 p.m., already at 51, down to 38 at 9 p.m., and then midnight hovering around the freezing mark. When you factor in the wind, this is what it'll feel like. As you can see, temperatures falling into the 20s for feels like temps in the morning. Extra layer needed for sure tomorrow, with the actual air temperatures in the morning around the greater Richmond area into the mid and upper teens. So as I mentioned, this will be a killing freeze here tonight for many communities out there. Daytime highs tomorrow will be below average. Lots of sunshine though. We get into the mid and upper 50s for those daytime highs. That'll be below average by about 5 to 10, even 15 degrees from where we should be here this mid-October. Friday, we'll see that warming trend back to near 70 degrees and even warmer, Gwendolyn, heading into this weekend. 75 Saturday, 76 Sunday, and that warmth lingers into early next week, but another cool down for the second half of next week.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you'll find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, Kentuckians are celebrating National Kentucky Day today. National Kentucky Day is recognized every year on October the 19th to remember when the Commonwealth of Kentucky was approved for statehood over 250 years ago. Kentucky was the 15th state to be approved for the Union, and is one of 4 states to be legally described as a Commonwealth to this day. As this first state west of the Appalachian Mountains to be approved for statehood, it's hard not to feel great about the sense of pride for the bluegrass state. Many know Kentucky for its bourbon, coal industry, horses, but what you may not know is that the world-famous Happy Birthday song came from right here in Kentucky as well. Home of the Kentucky Derby, bluegrass music, and so much more, Kentuckians have an endless supply of culture to be celebrating today. Well, a Clay County man has had his indictment returned for multiple criminal charges. 30-year-old John Henson of Clay County was charged with rape second degree and 2 counts of wanton endangerment first degree when he allegedly raped a girl of less than 14 years of age. According to reports, the victim had been leaving the house to visit Henson for an uncertain amount of time. Upon questioning, the victim stated that during one of her visits with Henson, her and Henson had sexual relations. When the victim allegedly ran away from her home back in late August, reportedly with the intention to meet Henson, the mother contacted authorities. After being contacted, police began searching for the victim. The victim's brothers went out and searched the victim and subsequently found her in a barn with Henson, where he allegedly got into an altercation which resulted in Henson pulling out a handgun. After being arrested by authorities, Henson questioned. During the questioning, Henson admitted to pulling the handgun on the victim's brothers and also admitted to having sex with that underage victim. Well, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got big EKU news, and of course, we've got more news on the way as well, coming up right after this.
Sheriff Mike Coyle, a lifelong law enforcement professional. As your sheriff, Mike Coyle is dedicated to providing excellent service, building a professional, well-trained, and accredited law enforcement agency with over 600 years combined experience. Sheriff Coyle's efforts have been recognized across Kentucky, and he has received the coveted Sheriff of the Year award during his tenure.
This is Sheriff Mike Coyle. This sheriff's office serves everyone, Democrats, Republicans, and Independents. On November the 8th, vote to keep Mike Coyle your Madison County Sheriff.
Re-elect Sheriff Mike Coyle to continue to fight crime and the drug epidemic in our communities. Sheriff Coyle, committed to making Madison County a safer place to live, work, go to school, and raise our families. Proceeding paid for by candidate.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Welcome back to Live at 5. News has been circulating lately about EKU potentially moving up in divisions in football and becoming either a member of the Conference USA or the MAC. Walt Wells talks about the potential of that and more yesterday in his press conference, and with the details in today's sports report, here's Michael Watkins.
As EKU prepares for their homecoming game versus North Alabama, head coach Walt Wells has been so proud of how his team has fought and overcame the adversity this season. From he himself having a heart attack days before the first game of the year, to the many injuries that the team has had to overcome, including the loss of their star tight end, Dak Allen.
I think as you look at each loss, the Eastern Michigan loss, obviously I wasn't there, but, as I watched the film, those guys battled to the end, fought. That's why I love this team. They fight their tails off. They're playing championship style football. We have to win games. They have to understand they have to make the plays to win the game. And, it's hard to say that they don't understand that because, our defense played so well in the second half. And then boom, we go down and drive down and get the score. And then we do give up the last thing this past week that ends up costing us. But we've got to continue to understand what it takes to finish out 60 minutes. And that's coaching, that's playing, that's everything that's involved. But I've been extremely proud of this team and how they handle their business off the field, how they handle their business on the field. Do we have issues every now and then? Sure we do. I mean, we got 120 kids that are 110 that are involved in from 17 to 23 years old that are involved in everyday life, and they're going to make a mistake. But I'm so happy to be a part of it and glad that they let me coach them. And I think you'll see them fight all the way until the last bell's ring this season, and I don't know when that's going to be.
Off the field, there is also a lot of buzz surrounding the football program and the university itself as a possible candidate to move up to the FBS. That would create more scholarships for the sports programs, allow more money for sports and the university as a whole, and also help with bringing in more talent as well. I asked Coach Wells about his involvement in that process and how hard it is to do that while also getting ready for games each week.
Obviously I'd be involved in them, but I'll be honest with you, Michael, with everything that's going on this year, I just want to win. I'm glad to be alive. I just want to win. I want these men to win a championship. I want them to feel what it's like in Richmond and at Eastern when you're a winner. And they're winners, but you know what I mean. I mean, a champion. And so I don't worry about all that stuff. I've been through all that before. When it happens, it happens. We'll worry about it when it happens. My job's to build a team that's good enough to beat teams like that. And I think we're doing that. And I think, obviously we beat Bowling Green earlier in the year. We played Eastern Michigan tight, and then we played this transition team who won a national championship 2 years ago, very tight. So I think we're going in the right direction as far as our football team and our football players. What we got to do is start building towards that championship season this year. We starts with UNA. We're focused solely on them, because each week is a new week, and we've got to make sure we take it that way. And I'm proud of these young men. I love the guys we got on this team. I love this team. I really do. I know some people that you love. Well, I mean, I didn't love them in the second half of Austin Peay, and they didn't love me probably. But other than that, I really do. And I'm just happy to be here coaching and happy to be alive, to be quite frank.
The Colonels take on North Alabama at 3 p.m. this week, and we'll have live coverage from the Colonel Courtyard 90 minutes before kickoff on the WBON-TV EKU Tailgate Show. That show will also air live on the flagship station for Colonel Sports, 100.7 The Coyote. For WBON-TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael. We'd also like to congratulate the Madison Central volleyball team on winning their second straight district title last night as they swept Berea in 3 straight sets. The Lady Indians will get to host the first round of regional tournament game next week, and we're hoping to have that here live on WBON TV. We're going to take one last quick break. We'll be right back with more news right here on Live on 5.
You may think the only way to pay for a nursing home is to spend down your life savings or sell your home. Elder Law Lexington can protect your home and life savings through a comprehensive plan so you can qualify for Medicaid. When there's a plan in place, you can rest assured knowing your estate is handled and your family is covered. give them a call at 888-4-ELDER-LAW or go to elderlawlexington.com. Their Berea office is now open for your convenience.
Whether you're in the market for a brand new Chevrolet, you're looking for a pre-owned quality vehicle, or your family car is in need of service by our GM certified technician, Jack Burford has what you need. Come to Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond for all of your automotive needs. Family owned and operated since 1964, Jack Burford Chevrolet is your hometown Chevrolet dealership. Check us out at jackburford.com or come in and see us today. We are located on the EKU bypass across the street from Walmart.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best margaritas and fajitas in town. Doesn't a huge 32-ounce ice-cold beer sound great? Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. A winning Powerball ticket worth $2 million was sold at a Kentucky Speedway gas station in Bowling Green on Monday night. The prize usually pays $1 million. However, the winner chose to spend an extra dollar for the Power Play feature, doubling the prize. The winner has 180 days from Monday night's drawing to claim the prize. That is the Powerball jackpot is $508 million tonight. Well, attention cookie lovers, the ready-to-bake refrigerated Nestle Toll House stuffed chocolate chip cookie dough with fudge filling is being recalled due to the potential presence of white plastic pieces. The affected products were produced between June and September 2022 and distributed in the United States and Puerto Rico. No other Toll House products were included in the recall. Well, that makes me sad about those cookies. Well, thanks so much for joining us again today here on Live at 5, and not only Live at 5, our 1-year anniversary here doing this program. Thanks so much to all of you that are tuning in every day at 5 o'clock to join us for this production. It is absolutely a production of love. We've got a lot of great people working around here that make sure that this program gets out to you every day at 5 o'clock. We're going to continue to cover local area news, sports, everything here in Madison County. Thanks so much for joining us tonight and for the last 365 days. We'll continue tomorrow live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon. See you tomorrow.